Hey, what's going on, Hey, what's going on, guys? The Bearded Baron here, bringing you another Phasmo video. In today's video, we take a look at this week's challenge, which is Survival of the Fittest. No pills, no sanity, no evidence to work with. Gonna be a tough one. Going to 42 Ridgeview Road. If you like this kind of content, please give it a like, share it with a friend. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, this one is going to be an absolute shit show. This one is, I'm just going to sit inside here and wait for this thing to hunt. Would be my guess. Honestly, what I'm thinking. All right, hold on. Do we have a timer? We do not have a timer. There is no time like the present. Why do they always give us tier 1 equipment too? All right, first things first. Oh my god. Mila Atruva, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Bearded Baron crew. Hey, Ghost! Hey, Boulder! I'm up here! Hello? Hello? Oh, stop touching. Okay, wait, hold on, let's check. Not a wraith. All right, not a wraith. Okay, you guys want to see something messed up? This should be able to work. Lottie, thank you for that follow. Welcome in. So, this should make this, like, way easier to do. I think if I can do this correctly. Right? I need to turn on the power. Don't keep your pants on. Chad, I wasn't going to take my pants off. Tara, why are you naked? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, there we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing, which would be good. Okay, we got an EMF 4 there. That is consistent. Alright. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get the power on. Once you've got the power on, then we need to go in and we can try to narrow down what the ghost is. Right? We're going to be able to... We're going to learn a lot from the hunt. Nice. I got the ghost. Right. Yes. Going with yokai. Okay. It was a Goryo. That's awful. That I'm not even upset by that. I'm actually happy by that. Do you know how terrible it is to get a Goryo and a no evidence run? Fuck that. How can you tell? How can you need evidence to be able to prove that it's a Goryo? I'm so glad that I unalived there. 1000%. That was the best scenario that could have happened to us there in the first round. Doesn't switch rooms? Great, but I gotta go through the entire list of everything else to try to narrow it down. And here's another thing too. How do you tell the difference between a shade that just doesn't like to change rooms and a Goryo? You don't. It's just awful. Just awful. Want you on Twitch, and I found you on TikTok. I love your streams, by the way. Lonnie, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Finally, somebody who comes in here who watches my streams, not because of how I shake my tail feather, but because for the quality of the content that I provide. And you know what, Lonnie, and I appreciate that. You know? So thank you. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it. Boom, 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 boom. TV or monitor for gaming? I have 3 monitors. What does a Goryo do? Goryos don't like to move the rooms that they're in, but the definitive way of being able to check for a Goryo is to look for dots, right? If you see dots on the camera but you don't see dots in person, then that means that it's a Goryo, right? But in a no evidence scenario like this, it's kind of hard to tell that. Leaf WF, thank you for the follow. Deeves, thank you for the follow as well. Moving fast. I'm gonna go with Thay. I might or might not have not brought a lighter. Have you already asked how many pickles you can shove up his butt? Well, you can. And there we go. I figured that one out because of how fast it was moving during the hunt. That one's easy to identify. Okay, one, two, and lighter. Okay, we definitely have a lighter this time. Shame your what, sir? A miling? Really, this one's a Moroi. That one came right in. Wait, you shake your tail feathers? I'm strictly here for the tail feather. Okay. All right. I don't know why y'all are coming after me here. That was just another thing that just got extra blinded by the second time around there. That really sucks. We had a thing back to back. I thought because of how long it took for the smudge stick for it to eventually come back downstairs that it was a Moroi. No, that sucks. It's all right. It won't make the YouTube video though, so we're fine. I love how sometimes the power's on and then other times it's not on.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I could be that guy. Leaf WF, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, we'll just cut it in post. All right, so let me ask you guys this, right? Like a wholehearted, honest question. When you guys are not watching Phasmophobia, Smart Con, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. When you're not watching Phasmophobia gameplay, what do you also like to watch? I swear to God, if any of you say my fans leave. Swear to God. I swear to God. DVD? Fair enough, Martin. I play the game or watch the game. Phasmotel, you have not played Phasmophobia in probably forever. You work it. There is a difference. Tarkov, Mortuary Assistant, or mostly. Pretty much the only stream that I watch. Fair enough, Fruity Chick. I feel, thank you for that. Queso? Now, why do you watch Queso? Why do you watch a big name like Queso? Is it just fear of missing out? Phasmotel, I only say that because I feel like you're at the same level of which I am, that you've played this game so much that unless you're making content for this game, you're not playing this game. Minecraft? I can't imagine getting twins in this game mode. Not hard. It's not terrible. Okay, you stepped in the sand. Or you stepped in the salt. Fortnite? Should we do Fortnite? We could play some. Okay, now this is one of those moments where, like, you could go in. It's not an Raiju, not a Moroi, not a Deijin, not a Thay, not a Hantu, not a Jin, not a Revenant, not a Phantom. Didn't blink very much, one way or the other. So I'm going to rule out both of those as well. Wasn't an Obake because we couldn't tell anything here. Not a Wraith either. Now that leaves us into the other category, which we would actually have to do some investigation in order to be able to figure this out. Question is that do we want to? Right now, for the purposes of a YouTube video, for folks that would actually want to do this and just try to do this, yeah, you could. So I guess we should. Seems quiet. Could be. What you're gonna find is that it's gonna be hard to determine that on this map. Hello? Smudge, you bitch. All right. It is 6 hours, 9 minutes, 54 seconds. See how long it takes. Yeah, we can't actually check for Mimic. So we would actually have to check where is nearby to see if whether or not that... or we'd have to check multiple hunts to see if it changed up. Hey, I feel like I smudged it. Actually, this does feel like an Oni. Yeah. I'm gonna go Oni. Actually. I'm gonna say Oni. I feel like it was blinking, a lot there. Fast AF, boy. Game Grumps are a good watch too. Who are the Game Grumps? Goryo. And it wasn't Oni.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Alan Wake or the Avatar is the last time I watched. E-Spirit, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yep, we got one more. So this one is just going to be...
We've arrived. Check the
this challenge is not... It's not new player friendly. This one is going to be a pain in the ass for many of you. Just calling it as I see it. Because primarily you're relying on the ghost to show you. This is the weekly Phasmotel. It's no evidence, no sanity. This is also one of those ones that, like, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Based off of where it's coming from. I think she started up here. Or, yeah. Bolting? I don't think it's bolting. The shoes are not even touched. None of the stuff down here is really moved either. So, yeah. So, based off of that, I'm going to say no Deijin, no Thay, no Raiju, no Revenant, no Hantu. Thank you for the follow, by the way, David. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think that it is a Bolty. Did it step in the salt? I don't even know that it was in the salt. Okay, perfect. I don't think it's a Gen. I don't think that it's an Oni. Nor an Obake. It never changed. Did you know, Chad, that Obake's actually change on the 12th blink every single time? Alpin, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's an Onryo? You think it's an Onryo speed? All Phasmophobia TikTokers are the best? Well, some of us aren't. Some of us are terrible. No, it's not a jackal. Okay, it's not a jackal. Okay, if it was a jackal, then it would have been a jackal the first time. some are jerk. Yeah, who would be a jerk? It's a ghost. I know that it's a ghost. I'm trying to figure out what kind of ghost. Is it a spooky ghost? I love how the game gives us, or the devs give us tier 1 equipment here too. They're like, hey, listen. We know. Okay, perfect. Where are you coming from? Oh, you're coming from in there. Okay, perfect. That has to be a yokai. If it's anything other than a yokai, I don't believe it. It's an Onryo, 100%. No, I'm thinking yokai. I'm thinking yokai. Let's see what we get. Sorry, gotta look for tonight. No worries, Face Blood. The reason why I'm thinking yokai is because it definitely saw me and then completely... How is that a shame? Bro, it saw me going... Like, it made eye contact with me. And then I went downstairs and it was like, bye. And then just stayed upstairs. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It 100% saw me, ignored me, and then it was like, meh. Okay. Yeah, stairs and ghosts do not pair well. Well, I mean, most things in Phasmophobia does not pair well. Ghosts and doors, ghosts and you know, dots. Commented on 2 streamers' lives and repeated myself 2 times. I got yelled at for repeating. And timeouts for 10 minutes. I would say that it's dependent, right? It might be... I try not to hold it against anybody. But, like, sometimes maybe the streamer just gets inundated with the same question a whole lot. Like, for example, you know, like, people say normally all the time, they'll be like, oh. It's either a phantom or it's a banshee. Calling out phantom or banshee. See that? We have the... footstep here? Let's see what we got. Hello there, Balmoroy boy. Not gonna tattoo. One, he had reached his goal. Oh, gotcha. What's up, Brian? Hello there, Alex. How are you guys doing today? I feel like this one's a banshee. That's what my gut's telling me. I got this feeling inside my bones. Here goes electric wavy when I turn it on. I get this tingle down below. I don't know what it means, but I'm about to explode. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket. So there used to be back in the day when you point the parabolic mic, you could point it at the ghost room itself, and it would have a reading of less than 1. So it would show up. It would be like 0.5 or 0.3 or 0.8. And it would. Hey, not an Oni. Could be like a Goryo. I hope not. I just hope. Like, it was like a huge help for as far as figuring out the ghost. Well, not figuring out the ghost, sorry. It was a huge help for as far as, like, narrowing down the ghost. Can you imagine you could just walk up and down, like, going through the high school, going down through prison, going down through old asylum was, like, way easier to do because you had a parabolic mic. And they changed the parabolic mic so that it was easier to read like that. And then now they did the changes, and now it's not that way. Which really kind of sucks. Unless maybe like tier 3 works that way, which I don't even think that it does. Bro, I'm no longer scared of ghosts. Let's go. Weasel can't fly. You stop hissing at me? Only when I have smudge sticks. Yeah, you will ascend to a certain point when you've played this game for so much, right? One is you're absolutely terrified of the ghost, even if you have a smudge stick. Two is that you are, you know what, I'm gonna go Banshee. I feel like that footstep down here, showing that footstep before it hunted, means that it teleported to us, right? But by stepping in the salt, that means that it would have to be, I'd be really surprised. Either that or it just wandered down there. Banshees don't roam floors. All right, well, I'll put Phantom then.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Wind it down, shade it out, man. Fuck it. Bro, I'm getting rocked hard with the shades right now.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
So I was saying, like, this kind of... It's not even that the shades seem like that they're... Like... There are certain ghosts when you do this that are they're just ones that you don't want to get. You don't want to get shades. Not during this. Right? Because you have no sanity. Like, the only way of being able to tell for sure is you'd have to count down how long it would take individual in between the hunts in order to do it. But then if you smudge it, that also ruins the amount of time for in between for when the ghost could hunt. What's up, Britt? I hate shy ghosts, and I prefer, like, aggressive ghosts. That's what I like to go for, Alex. Hello there, King. How are you doing today? So, like, what I mean by that is so let's say, for instance, that I smudge a ghost at the end of the hunt. That minute and a half, still, if I remember correctly, that minute and a half carries over into the amount of time that it would take for that ghost to hunt from that point moving forward. I feel like this one's a shade, too, for how long it sat there and took us to... This is another Oni. I feel like the blinking was very short. I prefer aggressive ghosts. That sounds very un-Edward Cullen of you. There we go. Another Oni.
Back. There's some jobs ready for you.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the challenge for this week. And it sucks. If you cannot look at a ghost in the middle of the hunt, look at it straight in its face, and say, hey, okay, we figured it out, based off of the way that it's hunting, you're not going to get this challenge. And that sucks, especially with tier 1 equipment. If you had like tier 3 crucifixes, for example, so that way I can at least put it down long enough to do kind of more of an investigation. But you have tier 1 crucifixes, so that doesn't give the player, you give him 2 hunts that they can do. Basically, it's a no sanity, no evidence, no video camera, weekly challenge.